Hi, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for Cancer season 2024. So, I just want to start off by saying I was really pulled to use very watery cards for you, lots of blues and turquoises and images of water, which I'm not usually called to do for Virgo. Uh, could be because we're in Cancer season. That's just sort of the vibe right now. But anyway, I thought it was interesting. And definitely a lot of images did come out, 4 or 5 of them, where a person, a woman in these cards, but it doesn't have to be female. There's no gender in tarot. But this person is looking at the water with their back to the card. So we have this one. We have this one. We have this one where they're facing forward. This one. And then for your oracle card, I pulled the card of visions. So psychic images, clairvoyance, seeing, and out of body travel. So I feel like the message here is that during Cancer season, you are going to be, and maybe even moving forward, but you're going to be accessing a lot of visions that are going to bring you a lot of power and guidance in your life, and that we'll get to it in the outcome of this reading. But you tuning into these visions and the power and the peace that it's going to bring you is going to help you manifest great things for yourself in the outcome of this reading. So, Cancer season is always a great time to go be by water. So if that's something you have time to do, that might help you bring in a lot of the visions. But just keeping in mind that visions are something that they kind of enter your brain or mind in a sort of a quick flash, and important to not doubt them, even though it's something you could easily just brush off and say is not important. But you being a practical, grounded person, if your Virgo placements are very strong, you might tend to kind of brush them aside and not give them any importance. But learning to trust them will help them come into you more, and maybe it's an important part of your healing journey at this time to cultivate those and ask them to come in. So you're in the Six of Cups energy right now. It looks like you are reconnecting with either people from your past or even from childhood, or just a part of yourself that maybe was stronger, or you were more in touch with in the past. And it's cups, so this is an emotional part of yourself. And this card specifically says innocence. So you could be getting in touch with that vulnerable child part of yourself that maybe was wounded in childhood, as many of us have been. So it looks to be a happy time right now. It looks like in the recent past, there's something that caused you to make decisive action and move forward in your life and find your will and your determination and your balance. You seem very balanced right now, Virgo. And with that moon in the past, I wonder if it had something to do with maybe the lunar eclipses that happened. I think those were in the end of March. Lunar eclipse. There might have been one more. I didn't prep for this, but it just kind of came to me right now. Check the dates on the lunar eclipses in 2024. See if those were significant for you. Anyway, they helped you move forward. Lunar eclipses are always endings, so something may have ended and it caused you to feel like you were off on your path, knowing where you wanted to go. And so right now, it looks like you are, really balanced again with this Temperance card and the 10 of Cups. Like, you have happiness and love and family and relationships all around you, lots of love around you. And I think that is directly a result of you finding the balance in yourself. This could be, sometimes temperance card can signify overcoming addictions. So you could have overcome some addictions recently. That could be so many things. Um, we always tend to forget that sometimes we have addictions to relationships. So, if you have cut off relationships that were unhealthy for you, if you have, uh, you know, stopped consuming alcohol, drugs, foods that were unhealthy for you, all those things could have led you to find balance in your emotions and yourself, and it's leading you to have so much more love uh, dropped into your life, essentially. Or maybe you're just accessing love that was around you. Um, you're definitely in a new stage of life with the World card here, planning for your future with the Two of Wands, trying to move something from, something creatively from one beginning stage into the next stage of your plan. And with that emotional balance and that power and these images that you're getting from emotions and water at this time, your boundaries are really good. So the only struggle here I see in your subconscious is the moon card. So this can be a signification of some um, shadow parts of yourself that resulted from insufficient, inadequate mothering in childhood. And so it's like I think, with that moon here in the subconscious position, there's something you're not seeing clearly. And we're going to get a little more into this with your challenge and your future positions. Um, Something probably with someone in your life who is maybe cruel or abusive, angry. And so oftentimes when we're seeing in other people what we don't like or what is toxic, we're not able to take it back to ourself yet, and see the way that we're a vibrational match for that person. So I think there's still some chaos around you despite all these great energies. Like, these are rock solid, like you're doing awesome, but it's like once you find that piece, you always have to like level up to the next level in your life and kind of like um, battle it out, or uh, beat the next boss is what I like to say in gaming terminology. So anyway, there's some subconscious issues that I think are going to become clear to you in the near future through dealing with someone who is, I don't want to say abusive, it doesn't have to be abusive, but this person has anger issues. So in your challenge position, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse, and we have the Nine of Discs. So your challenge is financial stability and good, strong self worth. And oftentimes, that self worth, when it's really strong and true, will manifest a lot of abundance around you. So, your challenge to that is someone in your life who is toxic. So, this person, there's a general reading. There could be so many ways to describe this person. This card is showing up as female, but the two cards in the near future are showing up as male. So sometimes this can be like a third party energy, like a mistress in a relationship. That's only going to be for some of you. For most of you, I just see it as someone who isn't able to be nurturing and loving and strong because their anger is making them toxic. So this is your challenge here, and probably why you've erected these awesome boundaries, because this person is a problem, um, but they're still in your life despite all the good work that you've been doing. Um, but I see that changing in the near future. We have the Death card coming in, so the Death card is going to bring the Four of Swords to you, which means you're going to have some peace and some rest on access to you, because something is going to end. Something is ending, and a new, I mean, it's energetically already ended with the World card here. You've already ended and started a new stage of life. But I think with the Death card, it's going to, in your physical reality, it's going to end. And you're going to feel so much peace and just like, it's kind of like that recovery time after something chaotic where you just kind of want to like hold up and get in touch with, um, it's Four of Swords card is the knight who lays in the tomb before he goes to battle, to really get focused on how he's going to survive the battle the next day. So it's like you're going to get that respite time to know how to navigate this situation that is really stressful and toxic for you. You're going to get clarity with the Eight of Swords in reverse, and it's going to bring forward movement and momentum into your life. And so I see someone responding to this by being very two-sided, being like, I don't want to use mental health terminology, but basically there's two facets of this person's personality that are going to become very pronounced to you. You may have only seen one. You may have only seen the nasty, angry, bully side of this person, or you may have only seen the loving, protective, nurturing side of this person. Probably you've seen mostly the bully side of this person, because that's what showed up in your challenge. But you're going to see a very loving, protective, nurturing, in control side of this person when this situation ends. But not all the time. You're still going to see the toxic one too. So just intuitively, that might make it hard, to see this person being so capable of love. But you're still going to see the mean one come out. So that will definitely keep you focused on your progress. And I just want to say, intuitively here, I'm getting that when that person is that mean and bully side of themselves, that is going to take you right into that subconscious moon energy we were talking about, where someone is, when you're triggered to the motherhood wound or the childhood wounds from the mother, and I want you to use it as a way to, when you feel those feelings come up, when that bully starts getting hot, take it as a sign and an opportunity for you to go in and heal that part of yourself that was wounded as a child. It's you're going into your shadow here with this oracle card here of shadow, and some of this definitely could be coming out with the full moon. So we have a full moon in Cancer on, well, no, it's in Capricorn on the 19th. So I don't know the aspects of the moon. I don't think it's very harmonious though. So just be aware that could be where you see this person really be who they are, and just know that this is designed for you to do your shadow work and to heal the wounded parts of yourself that made your shadow what it is. We all have shadows. Okay, So, recap of your present situation here. You're in a tower moment. You're in a huge change. This is divinely orchestrated. Um, yeah, the lightning striking the tower is, God or Oya in my religion, striking down and knocking over, what you have built in your life. And then you have the Eight of Cups. So you have walking away towards this moon, which is the same color as all this intuitive reading I'm doing on the shadow work. So you're walking away from this tower that's getting struck down, but you're walking into your shadow. But your shadow and the feelings that you're going to feel when you're doing that work are the key to feeling more love and feeling happy, but also sad. I mean, we have sadness and happiness are kind of two sides of the same coin. You can't have one without the other. So just know that walking away from this is not going to be easy. This is going to be something that is going to take you into a lot of emotion. Um, so essentially, that's the result of the tower. You have two choices. Essentially, one of the choices is walking away into the shadow to have more love and emotion in your life. Here's the decision card. Your other choice, which I don't know if you will take or not, is to stay where you feel stable monetarily, where you feel like you're abundant with this Queen of Pentacles here, where you feel safe. But the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Discs in this card, while you do feel stable, it also doesn't allow much of a free exchange of energy. So that can affect money, that can affect all kinds of things. It's sort of the card of like just holding everything close and like having a death grip on, okay, yeah, this is my stability, and this is what's going to keep me safe, and this is what's going to keep me fed, and this is what's going to keep me um, abundant in life. But the price of that stability, you have the Knight of Swords here. So you have arguments, you have people being overly rational, you have um, nagging, sometimes you have conflict, you have just like kind of cold hearted communication and interactions. And I do sense right now, Virgo, that you're wanting to venture out into the world of the unknown and the emotional. So, tough choice that you're making in your life right now. But remember, these these visions, and the power that you get from water right now is going to help keep you on the correct path, whatever that is for you. In your environment, there's someone who's having new beginnings um, in money, new beginnings in passion, um, but there are um, delays. Like this person is waiting for a living situation or a marriage or um, a home to end. So it's like they're they're having these new beginnings, but they're like maybe not able to move forward with them right now. And the reason why, it looks like they're just waiting for their living situation or their relationship to change, but the real reason is that they're under judgment here. So this person's in like a key moment in their life that is going to determine basically how the rest of their life goes. And so they're kind of being tested to level up and leave the past in the past and move into the new. But for whatever reason, this relationship or living situation, it's like they can't quite move forward yet, but it's happening. So your hopes and fears, Virgo, you want to end the relationship. It's very clear here with the Two of Cups in reverse. But again, I see your fear is moving away from that stability of money and resources. It could be linked to a male person in your life, but it doesn't have to be. That could just be, the other part of you, because we had the Queen of Pentacles down here. So I think it's just the part of you that feels safe and secure and like you have money. So in your outcome here, I see you moving. I see you moving into a very rational, no nonsense part of yourself as a result of tuning into your intuition. And some of that, with the High Priestess, could be these visions and, this connection to water that maybe has helped fuel those. Um, it's it's like trusting those visions and the things you see is going to help you. Um, the King of Swords is no bullshit. He cuts people out of his life who don't serve him, and he doesn't mess around. He speaks what's on his mind. He speaks the truth, and because of that, I see you moving into like magician energy is great for you. That's like, you know, I have, once you've gone through that shadow work, you're gonna have access to all kinds of power to accomplish what you want in your life. But sadly, you're going to be breaking hearts by doing this. There are going to be tears shed. There's going to be blood dripping out of the heart, for people who you're cutting out. And this has to do with the end of traditional lifestyle. So it could be the end of a marriage for some. It could be just the end of, yeah, whatever the tradition is that you are leaving behind, ending this relationship and breaking someone's heart. There's gonna be a loss of love. Like there is definitely, as toxic as this person is, there's a lot of love there. Um, I can't tell if it's for you or for them. I think it's them. I mean, obviously, love is usually mutual. Like if you have really strong feeling for someone, or vice versa, both people feel it. But I think at this point in the game, I see the love being more on their side, and I think that you haven't seen that yet. I think you're gonna see more of the love side of them come out in the near future. Maybe with that moon, as we're talking about. So yeah, it's going to be a big loss for them. But I mean, I know you're still making the choice. Do I want to stay with my stability and deal with these fights, these arguments, this hostility, or do I want to move into the unknown world of emotion? But based on the outcome, it looks pretty clear that you're going to be moving into a new emotional world. So very happy for you, Virgo. Thank you for listening.